The 2024 Nissan Terra-VL 2.5 4x4 vs 2024 Toyota-Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport comparison details. Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner 4x4, who is superior? Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner 2024, which one is superior? To get the answer, we compared the two 4x4 SUVs, especially the highest variant, which both sell for IDR 700 million. Talking about Terra, this is a challenger SUV because it will only be available in March 2023 in Indonesia. Nissan only has one variant available, namely the VL 2.5 4x4. Meanwhile, its opponent, the Toyota-Fortuner, has many variants, both 2.4 diesel, 2.8 diesel, and 2.7 petrol engines. However, in this comparison we will discuss the Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport 4x4 in more detail as the highest variant and has all-wheel drive. Which of the two is worth buying? Below we explain the comparison of Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner 4x4 to make it easier for you to find the advantages and disadvantages of each car. The topic of this review is not only the exterior and interior, but also engine performance, acceleration and accommodation. The following is a complete review of the Terra-VL 2.5 4x4 against the Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport 4x4. Nissan-Terra doesn't have two-tone colors. The first comparison for the 2023 Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner is the exterior sector, even though both of them are equally dashing in appearance. The Nissan-Terra itself has a large grille design with a characteristic V-shape, the same as the previous generation. Then the headlights use quad LEDs plus daytime running lights in the shape of the letter C. This makes it seem more dashing. On paper, the Terra 2023 is 4,900 mm long, 1,865 mm wide and 1,835 mm high. Then the wheelbase is 2,850 mm and the ground clearance is 225 mm. If you look at the specifications, this Nissan SUV is longer than the Fortuner. Just check the dimensions of the Fortuner 2.8, which is only 4,795 mm long, 1,855 mm wide, 1,835 mm high and has a wheelbase of 2,745 mm. It's just that the Fortuner is sportier, because it gets lots of body accessories such as a spoiler on the front bumper, a grille with the GR emblem, a GR scuff plate, a spoiler on the rear bumper, and the latest GR stickers on the side of the body. The Fortuner's tires are also wider, measuring 265/60 or 18. Compare this with the Terra, which uses 255/60 or 18 tires. The next advantage of the 2023 Fortuner is the two-tone exterior color choice, namely white pearl attitude black. Then there are also one-tone colors such as super white, silver metallic, dark gray mica metallic, and attitude black. Meanwhile, the downside of the Nissan-Terra is that it only has one-tone exterior color choices, namely aspen pearl white, galaxy black, lunar metallic gray and nebula metallic gray. Toyota-Fortuner engine performance is more powerful. When it comes to the Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner engine, the car manufacturer bearing the letter T is absolutely superior. This is because the Fortuner has a larger engine capacity, namely 2,800 cubic centimeters. On paper, the Fortuner's 1 GDF-TV engine is capable of producing 203.9 PS of power and peak torque of 499.2 Nm. Meanwhile, the Nissan-Terra only has a 2,500 cubic centimeters diesel turbo engine which can produce maximum power of only 190 PS and peak torque of 450 Nm. Far behind in performance from the Fortuner. This had an effect on acceleration during our review, where in a drag race with a distance of 201 meters, the Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport 4x4 was superior with a record time of 11.2 seconds. Meanwhile, the Nissan-Terra only takes 12.1 seconds. Even with the Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner acceleration test from 0-100 km/h, the Toyota-Fortuner 2.8 was ahead by recording a time of only 11.1 seconds, the Nissan-Terra was behind with a time of 11.6 seconds. However, when taken off-road, both Terra and Fortuner 2023 are equally tough. The Nissan Terra, which has a 2,500 cubic centimeters engine, can overcome similar obstacles to the Fortuner on the BSD off-road circuit. The steep incline with a full load of passengers was easily covered by both of them with a 4x4 drive. Nissan Terra's interior comfort is more special. There are Bose speakers. Interior of Nissan-Terra Versus Toyota-Fortuner 2024, who is better? Terra has a cabin that is quite eye-catching with a two-tone theme. There is a combination of black and red. Then there is a configuration of 3 rows of benches that can accommodate 7 people comfortably. Plus, the theater seat style allows passengers in each row of seats to have a wide view to the front. Talking about driving comfort, we also tested the sway of these two SUV models when maneuvering. When making a sharp right turn at a speed of 30 km per hour, the Nissan Terra only produces a slope of 3.8 degrees. Meanwhile, the Fortuner is bigger, namely 4.1 degrees. These results mean that the Terra's suspension is of higher quality than the Fortuner 2.8. We also proved this result when going off-road, where the Nissan Terra's suspension felt more comfortable than the Fortuner. Baggage and passenger accommodation. Regarding passenger accommodation in the interior of the Toyota Fortuner versus Nissan Terra, it is actually not that different. Sitting in the second row is very comfortable for people with a height of 168 centimeters. Likewise, in the third row, there is still enough legroom and headroom available, it's just that the Terra is a little wider. Regarding luggage accommodation, these two large-bodied SUVs both have adequate space for items. Anyway, it feels like it's enough to transport 2 folding bicycles and luggage. The luggage capacity of the Toyota Fortuner when the third row seats are folded is 640.8 liters, while the Nissan Terra is smaller at 585.7 liters. The Terra's trunk looks smaller because the seats are folded down, resulting in a flat floor space for items. Meanwhile, the Fortuner can have a wider trunk because the seats are folded to the side, so there is quite a large space underneath. More special Terra safety system. The next comparison between the Nissan Terra versus Toyota Fortuner 2024 is in terms of features. It is known that the Nissan Terra does not have a paddle shift feature, even though this feature makes the driver more fun to drive. Indeed, on the other hand, paddle shift is not that important for a 4x4 SUV. Terra's advantages lie in other features in terms of comfort and safety. Especially for comfort, there is a 9-inch head unit that can be connected to a smartphone wirelessly via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, front and side glass using an acoustic type that prevents noise from outside, 8-point Bose speakers, wireless charging, and an 11-inch monitor for second-row passengers. Then to fold the second row of seats, Terra also uses the auto-tumble seat system. As a result, access to the third row is very easy. Just pull the lever on the back of the second row seat and the seat will automatically fold. Then for safety features there are rear cross traffic alert, RCTA, blind spot warning, BSA, intelligent forward collision warning, IFCW, intelligent emergency braking, IEB, lane departure warning, LDW, intelligent around view monitor, 360 camera degrees, intelligent cruise control, vehicle dynamic control, intelligent driver alertness, shift on the fly, electric parking brake, zero gravity seats, and inclinometer. Nissan Terra also has a feature that can see the degree of tilt of the car when off-road. Meanwhile, the Toyota Fortuner 2.8 doesn't have as many features as the Terra. However, it is still special. You can see from the interior that it has a 9-inch head unit with NFC e-toll card checking. Wireless charger is also present. The rest is no better than the Nissan Terra. Price of Nissan Terra versus Toyota Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport 4x4. It's clear, isn't it, in the comparison of the Nissan Terra versus Toyota Fortuner 2023, the advantages and disadvantages of each can be seen. It appears that the advantages of the Nissan Terra lie in interior comfort and the presence of modern features. Meanwhile, the specialty of the Fortuner 2.8 is its engine performance. Regarding off-road capabilities, both deserve thumbs up. What about the price? It turns out that the Fortuner 2.8 GR Sport 4x4 is sold cheaper, starting from IDR 723,050 million, OTR Jakarta, for the one-tone variant. There is also a two-tone variant available which is sold for IDR 728.05 million, OTR Jakarta. Try comparing it with the price of the 2023 Nissan-Terra, which is IDR 749.9 million, OTR Jakarta. So of the two, which one do you want to buy? That's the review of the Nissan-Terra versus Toyota-Fortuner.